Um, so I want to build the best healing set possible for the hunting horn to mainly act as a healer, not a DPS or not a half DPS healer, simply just healer. I'm just gonna restock my stuff. As you can see, I don't use a mushroom mancer. I don't have any mushrooms. I normally put in a few herbs. That's not herbs, that's ivy. I'm gonna get a big rash with that. But I don't seem to have some right now. Um, so this build is not perfect, and I'll let you know right now it's not perfect because there's new gear and you get new gems all the time, and I feel like switching it out all the time is just a pain in the ass. So here's my build, here's my equipment info. I used the Basil Raid Rook Slayer for the healing boost and the actual healing recovery. It gives a small one, but it's still good, and I like to boost attack to extra large, so this is why I use this one. Um, those are shades that we got in an event a few weeks back, and I really thought they were cool because they gave stun resistance, and they also gave 3 level 1 slots, which is really good for us. People like the Wiggler Ed because they don't have to put that extra. They can actually choose which charm to put, so they try to move it around. But I actually really love the friendship charm. That's why I use it. And I use the Valhasic Mail, and that recovery speed on it is amazing. The braces is simply because there's 3 level slots, and Mail has 2, so it's this actual armor set is really good for the level 1 slots. I used the TT Coil because look at those, they look amazing. And they have wide range and a level 2 slot to actually put it in. The only thing it lacks is a bit of defense, but they're not fully upgraded if I recall correctly. And if they are, oh yeah, they actually are. The defense is really low, but like I said, this is a healing set, and you don't want to be all around in the action all the time because you'll just end up dying yourself, and if you die you can't heal the other players, so you really want to go in and do a couple shots and then back the hell away. And I use the new Vangus Greaves from our old friend Devil Joe, that giant looking pickle alligator thing, whatever, because they have speed eating and 2 level 1 slots. I use the Friendship Charm, of course, because wide range is an actual must if you want to do a healing horn. And Rocksteady Mental is also good. Fireproof Mental is only there for situational things like most likely Tiestra Tempered. But now let's get to the most important part, the actual equipment info. I have wide range at level 5. I have, because you know you want to get as much items as possible into the affected allies. You got recovery up because if other people, you really want to be always at full health. You always want to be at full health. Same thing for recovery speed. Item prolonger I use because I use a lot of adamant pills and might pills in the combats, and they last a lot more. Speed eating is because if I want to heal you guys, I don't want to have to wait around for a potion to restart hitting the mob or restart healing others, because we have a limited number of potions we can have on us and limited slots to actually put crafting items for our radio. I use level 2 tremor resistance because, let's face it, a lot of monsters are big, fat, and they tend to jump in the air a lot. Stun resistance that come from the event glasses that I was talking about, the shadow shades. Peak performance, it's not really useful, but like I said, the gloves actually give me 3 level 1 slots. evade window, because even if it's very slightly increased in vulnerability window, it's actually really, really good. And two specialists, because I had an extra slot for a level 1 gem, and most of the time I don't use that fireproof mental, I use affinity booster. Because I'm all about killing the mob, and a lot of people will say, why don't you use the health booster or cleanser booster? Because that's most likely why we have nullberries. You can use nullberries and they transfer to the party, and if you say they don't, then you haven't been paying them much attention. Um, Same thing for antidotes or herbal powders or herbal medicine. You can all transfer those. Um, this is a setup basically for people who play a lot and have a lot of items to spare. And just to finish this video real quick, I will show you the set decorations from this equipment. And Basil and Brookslayer, I mean, you could put, if you're really into like being helpful, you don't really have to put these two gems here. You can go with Destroyer just to do some extra part damage if your party needs it. You could put KO to help stun the monster. You can even put pretty much anything you want. Physique or jumping, sliding, mighty. Just don't go and put the mighty bow drill in there because it's stupid. That's the ones I chose. I could have gone full footing or wind resist, and sometimes I do actually go with wind resist when I'm fighting Kushala. I use the Gobbler Jewel 1 in Shadow Shades because my new boots gives me the level 2 of speed eating. So I don't need more jewels. I used to have at least 2 Gobblers in here, and I actually switched them for enduring jewels. One recovery in here, medicine in here, medicine. It's all standard, you know, maintenance, enduring. The only thing I'd like is another recovery, but I mean, you can't really have more if your Valhazak has a level 2. If I could find another armor that actually does that and has more slots, or a level 2 slot, I can go and put that there instead. You want the 3 enduring, the 1 friendship, because your TT coil actually gives you one. I'm not sure if the new Vangus Greaves actually give wide range. I have to check it. It's probably better to go with the Vangus if it does. Let's just go upstairs. Let's just go upstairs real quick and check it out. That way you guys can build the actual best healing set. Excuse me. So let's check the forge, because I only perused the actual new set. No, they give latent power. You could speed eating is really good from this set. I mean, you could probably, if you don't need it, change the Valhazak mill, but like I said, the 2 level 1 slots are really good. And I guess this is pretty much why it's the best set for me. I could show it to you in action, but I'm the kind of guy who likes to let people write things for themselves. But if you have any comments or questions, just ask me, and try to be respectful, because I'm still learning. I'm 500 hours of gameplay, and I learn new stuff every day. This is my first Monster Hunter, and I really like what I did with this build. I've received nothing but good comments on how my heals are doing, are faring. So please let me know.